Hello, YouTube divers. This is Water Dive 122, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of Coda of Soda. Today I have another special guest here with you guys here today. My girlfriend Caitlin is back here with us, and she's brought us another soda here to try. So, honey, why don't you go ahead and show us the soda? We got Fanta Tropical or Fanta Exotic Soda, depending on where you're from. It's Fanta Tropical if you're here in the Americas, or if you're in Europe, it's Fanta Exotic.
Americas.
As far as we know, yes. Honey, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about this soda?
Well, I found out, I was surprised. I kept thinking this soda was made in Europe, and then I realized, I looked at the can, I'm reading it right now, it says Siberia, product in Siberia, meaning that is a whole different continent.
I mean, it's in Asia.
Yes, but this soda wasn't found in Asia. Technically, I found it when I was in Europe.
Valid.
Because we can't buy like peach Pepsi for crying out loud.
Yeah, if y'all remember, I believe I reviewed Peach Pepsi in a previous episode, so y'all can go back there and watch that episode if you want to, but why don't you go ahead and tell everyone what you think about the soda?
What I think, let me think. What I think usually, I like the soda. I get it every time I go to Germany. Last time I was in Europe, I couldn't get it because it was. Well, actually, no, I think I did get it last time I was in Europe, last summer. I got it while I was in Vienna, and it was really good. And they had some other great flavors. I found out my favorite one out of the Fanta group from Europe is definitely mango. And our family drinks a lot of the orange Fanta from Europe.
Yeah.
Because it tastes a lot like orange juice. They don't do any artificial flavoring.
Mm-mm.
And if you want to find this type of drink here in the U.S., you have to go to World Market. That's the only spot you can find these types of drinks.
Fire. Alright, so my thoughts about this soda. It is a very, very refreshing soda. It's sort of like that blend with tropical flavored V8 Splash and carbonated water kind of meshed it together as one. It definitely gives off that very tropical, very refreshing type of vibe, and I really like tropical flavored drinks. They're very refreshing. They're very satisfying, one might say. Yeah.
Reading it ingredients now, it just says water, sugar, orange juice from concentration, and carbon dioxide, acetic acid flavoring. I guess there's a lot of flavoring in this thing.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, but to me it just tastes like a combination of tropical flavored V8 Splash and carbonated water just blended in together as one soda. But overall, this is a great soda. If you happen to stumble across a World Market, definitely go ahead and check this out. Fanta is definitely no strangers to making fantastic fruit flavored sodas. Whether it's in the American market or the European market, but of course the European Fantas are far superior.
Well, Central America also has Fanta too, because I've heard you can't find blue raspberry when you're in America or even in Europe. You can only find it in Central America.
Yeah, but regardless, Fanta is just a fantastic soda company, and this soda right here is absolutely no exception. So,
And also, thanks to my mother, we had $20 off at World Market. Literally yesterday, we went to World Market and we got a golden egg, and that's how I got this drink. Literally, it was probably something brown.
all right. So with that said, we're now going to do the taste test. So I'm going to waterfall this because Caitlin, this is her soda technically. So let's do it. Cheers.
Right. Drinking half my soda, why don't you?
Hey, it's a taste test. What more do you want me to do?
The amount I just did.
Okay, fine. Alright, so with that said, that concludes this edition of Coda of Soda. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is Water Dive 122 signing out. Ready to dive and more fun on YouTube. Thank you for watching.